Okay, and we're live. So, hello there as people trickle in. So the deal is, I'm joined with the special guest right here, young Aiden.
Hi.
And, we're going to be making ginger snap cookies today. The idea was that I was going to be making poutine to celebrate the release of Burgundy and Poutine, which is out now on Spotify and iTunes. Let's see if I can do that. Right there. But that's like way too optimistic. So we're just going to make ginger snaps, which should take about a half an hour, and I'll play some songs in between. Okay. So what do you say? All right. Want to read the first instruction?
Yeah. Preheat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, we did that. Next.
Sift the flour, ginger, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt into a mixing bowl.
Okay. So what do we need for a mixing bowl? Big, small, what?
We can
Whatever.
do probably. I think we should do medium.
Medium. All right. Okay. Let's start measuring.
So first we'll need the salt.
So as Aiden's getting going on this, so the deal is with this is we went to my dad's house a few weeks ago, and in the cupboard were some stale old ginger snaps, which of course we took out because there were limited choices. So we kind of pulled them out and ate them up, and Aiden loved it. There was absolutely no snap to them anymore. I think you could have probably like folded them up like taco shells. But he loved them. You'd never had them before. So that's the genesis behind this idea. What you looking for? The sifter?
We have there's the flour.
Flour. All right. So what do we need? 2 cups? Sift
Yeah.
the flour. So you just like put the flour in here? Is that how this works? All right. Let's give it a shot.
I think we put everything in here.
Okay. Let's go for it. All right. So we're going to grab 2 cups out of there. You know the deal with like using a knife to... Oh, let's give it a shot.
Set this aside.
All right, just like jam this thing in there.
You can,
Yep.
this is for.
No kidding. Who knew? Wow. All right, I'm gonna hold this over here and put one in there. All right, you want to do one?
Yeah, sure.
Go for it. How did you know that bar was for leveling it? Have you used this thing before?
Yeah, I think so.
So how did you know? Did somebody tell you that, or you just figured it out? You can also use that scoop to put more stuff in there. Let's put some more hands in there. Good thing we don't need more hands.
I think this is good enough.
Good, close enough for imprecise stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
That's good.
Now what? Start cranking? Alright. Should I play something while you keep going? Or this isn't going to take very long?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Do you know how to do the other steps? Do you need my help, or should I play something? What do you think?
I think
That was actually really fast. That was actually a lot faster than I thought it would be. I was in a home ec class when I was a kid. Do you know what home ec is?
No.
It was home economics. It was like a class where you would learn to like sew and cook, and I can't remember what else. And I'm almost sure that they don't offer that anymore. And I think the deal was, once upon a time it was like the girls' class, but then we all got to do it. I sewed a giant hamburger.
1 tablespoon.
All right, 1 tablespoon of what? As always, somebody's keeping us on task here. Of ginger.
Yeah.
All right. Pop this guy off.
I think you
All
might
right.
need a.
Let's do 2 halves. 2 halves make a whole, right?
Yep.
We should definitely level this off because I think the amounts are so small that We don't want to be off by very much. Ready? Well, I can do it. Either one. So yeah, home economics class. Would you like to take would you like to be in like high school and get to do cooking and sewing and stuff? Would you like that? That was good. Oh, here.
Yep.
Close one. Would you like to do that? Do you think that'd be good?
I don't know.
The other class that I remember taking right around the same time. What do we have to do now?
Baking
soda?
Yeah.
2 teaspoons baking soda. Was a typing class. And at that time, it was like, why would I ever need to learn to type? But as it turns out, now we type all the time. Do I need to hold this over here? Or maybe I do.
Yeah.
Just put it in. I'll sweep the stuff in afterwards.
Yeah. I mean, we should probably put it in there.
Okay.
For now.
Because it's just all going. It's just all going straight through this thing.
No, we should probably
Here, put this here. Well, look. Hey, look. This stuff already went through the sifter, right? So just sweep it in.
Yeah.
There should be no problem. Oh, this is great. All right. And then this guy.
One more.
One more. Okay. All right. I'll hold this here. There's some like little pebbles of ginger. I assume that'll be okay.
Smooth one.
Nice. Very satisfying. All right. What else?
We need the cinnamon.
Cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Do you think it would be better to have too much or too little cinnamon?
I would say too little because then we can always add more.
Like after they're done, just sprinkle cinnamon on.
I mean, it could work.
I think too much cinnamon is gross. I kind of think any cinnamon is gross. Well, not any. All right, 1 teaspoon. Just go ahead and reuse that ginger one.
It's not like we have any others.
I think we have a cabinet full. But anyway, don't worry about that. All right,
Yeah.
Drop that guy in there.
Stop that.
All right, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're in the home stretch. Now, here's the thing about salt. I tend to like to do more salt. But I don't know if there's like some chemistry reason why you should or shouldn't do as much as...
I mean, I think we might as well just put the same amount.
Same amount? Not extra? No improvising?
It's weird.
All right.
Yeah, improvised a little.
Okay, so now...
Flour got to put this back.
Yeah, we put our thing in there. All right, so here's what it said. All right, that's got to be all this. All right, next, we're supposed to sift the flour, ginger, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt into a mixing bowl. We did that, right?
Yeah, stir it.
Stir it.
I'll get a spoon.
Just do this.
Yeah.
Go for it. If you have any questions out there, looks like I don't know who's out there, but looks like maybe 4 people. Any questions, suggestions? Just want to say hi. Hey, Rafe. Well, that was pretty good. And then we got to sift it again into another bowl.
Huh?
Stir the mixture to blend evenly and sift a second time into another bowl. So this recipe is like this melt in your mouth ginger cookie recipe. Do you want it to melt in your mouth?
I mean, not really. It's a ginger snap.
It's got that nice melty snap to it. Is snap supposed to be like the because they're hard, or because it's like snappy, like spicy?
I don't think so.
What do you think it's just supposed to be snappy? All right.
The spicy part would be in the ginger, right?
Yeah. So like ginger snaps. Do you think
Like
back
you
in?
don't call it ginger.
Yeah, I know, but like, do you think like back a long time ago, somebody would be like, "That's a pretty snappy cookie"?
I mean, I don't think so. They had ginger snaps back then.
Yeah, I know, but maybe it's just like different language. Like, there must be other things that we say that they used to say. Anyway.
But not even that. Just like I don't think they had this stuff.
But it says, well, you didn't let me finish the sentence. This melt-in-your-mouth ginger cookie recipe that I received from my grandmother has been enjoyed in my family since 1899. So in 1899, might you say something was like snappy? You know how all the kids say like things are salty? You know, like he is salty? That's like a new thing, right? Like when I was a kid, when somebody was upset, you wouldn't, or cranky, you wouldn't say they were salty. Salty was used to like describe like language, like salty was like cursing. All right, stir the mixture to blend evenly and sift a second time into another bowl.
We might not want to do this big bowl.
Why not?
Because then, what if we don't have enough room for this?
Well, what if we have too much room? All right.
That doesn't exactly matter.
All right, here we go. I still want to get some free time so I can play a song, but I'm not sure what's up with this. Well, yeah, that's not a good method. Right, why don't we use something to scoop it out? Here we go. Look at that. All right, pop up and B are watching. B, maybe you can, after the pandemic's over, you can make a special appearance if you want. And, is it a problem to fill that thing up too much?
I mean...
You're like the expert on this thing, right? All right, let's do it.
We don't have that problem.
Sift it up, yo. Make sure you don't overfill that tiny bowl you chose. Alrighty. Next. Alright. Yikes.
Take a bite out of it.
Alright. I think we're like actually almost there.
This seems to work better.
That's better? Okay. Alright, next. Place the shortening in a mixing bowl and beat until creamy. Ah. Oh, look at that. It's like a thing on top of a thing. That's all set?
Yep.
Okay. So now, I guess we can use this bowl now.
Yep.
Alright. So here's what it says. Place the shortening into a mixing bowl. How much? 3/4 of a cup. So I'll use a knife to cut it off at here. Why do you think they call it shortening?
I mean, it doesn't exactly seem that useful. I mean, I'd rather have a tall cookie.
Maybe it's because it's so bad for you, it like stunts your growth, and you get like, so you stay really short. And like in the old days, they're all happy because you didn't consume many resources. Before I put it in, you want a quick bite? All right. And beat until creamy with what?
I guess a beater.
What's that? You mean like a whisk?
Yeah, whisk.
Huh.
A whisk. From the whisks.
I guess whichever one you want. This doesn't work very well. Do you want to stir it while I play a song? Or try to stir it? Why don't you do song? Unless you need some help. Maybe this might be the wrong tool.
Yeah, I think this is. Should probably put in the blender.
What does that mean? Can anybody? No one here can weigh in and tell me if now all the shortenings in the middle of this thing. What does that mean to beat it? Yo, why don't you go ask Mommy what it means to beat it? What implement we should use? Get the expert opinion. Now that's entertainment, huh? You could probably just fast forward to the songs if you're not watching this live. I guess in that home ec class I didn't really learn all that much. At least not beating stuff. Alright, what's the answer, yo?
I need the electric beater.
Electric beater?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Should be somewhere in here.
Alright.
Yep, I found it.
Yeah? Oh, look at that. Are we gonna need to plug it in like with an extension cord or something? gotta
Seems
visit.
like there's an outlet right there.
Sweet. All right, let's do this.
I don't know really how to put this in.
I'm gonna say just there's a button here. There we go. 1. Oh, you just jam them in. You just shove them in. Like, there we go. All right.
Unwrap this.
All right, here goes nothing. Hey, maybe we should put some more shortening in to make up for the stuff that's still stuck in or whatever. Why don't you pull off a little bit more of that up there? All right, I'm kind of scared about this. Good. You don't want too much shortening. You'll be really stunted. Uh-oh. All right, are you ready?
Back up.
I don't know what's supposed to be happening here. Does this look right?
I think so. It's getting creamy.
Oh, you're right. Let's pull some of it off the sides though, because I think.
Then again, isn't always creamy.
Well, it's I don't know what. Now, of course, all of it's getting stuck inside these beaters, just like inside that whisk. That's how they make you buy some shortening. It always keeps getting stuck inside your utensils. Beat until creamy. Can you beat it too much?
I don't think so. I think it just means that once you see things creamy, that's when you know it's stuck.
Well, is it getting creamy?
I'd say so.
There we go.
Now I think
Show how it works.
You should probably just like whisk it without even touching it, just so that it gets off the whisks.
Oh, like max speed?
Well, it seems to be working.
Yeah, it sure does. Should I do it a little more?
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
All right.
I thought you were doing like max speed to get the stuff off the whisk.
I was. This thing's gonna like, if I lift it at the wrong time, it's gonna like go crazy.
Yeah, I think it's good.
All right, I think we whisked that like a boss. All right, what now?
Yeah, that's definitely creamy.
Okay, what does it say now? Beat
Gradually beat in the white sugar.
white sugar.
Yeah.
Forgot all about that.
1 cup.
1 cup. Okay, let's do
Probably
this.
lift up the whole thing.
Beat it in. Oh, we gotta bring this thing back.
Wrong.
You can also just pour it into your, whatever.
We could just.
You got some your elbow.
This is 1
That looks
cup.
pretty big. Why don't we do a third? Or,
This is 1 cup.
that's a cup. Why don't you do the quarter? It'll be easier. And that one's quarter is also clean. Go ahead, grab a quarter.
And we just do like 4 quarters.
Yep. Gradually beat in the white sugar. So put in 1, then I'll beat it. I think
I'm just gonna.
B wants to make sure you know Pop-Up and B are... Yes, we know that Pop-Up and B are definitely watching. All right, let's do the sugar, yo. All right, let's... So, yeah, we're going to bring these up to Burbank tomorrow, at least the ones that we don't eat tonight. So, we also know that Pop-Up likes ginger snap cookies. And, yeah, you could just... And so you could try some of them and see if they're as good as the old store-boughts.
Well, maybe as good as this.
Okay, drop it in, yo. Nice. So before electric beaters, Aiden, what do you think they did?
I don't know, just use the whisks.
Yeah, but wouldn't they have to get all the shortening into the whisk? I guess they probably had maybe better whisks for it.
About a cup. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. This is 3/4 though, right? You still got 1 more to go, right?
Yeah.
It's getting like chunky now.
Well, it's gonna get a bit less chunky once we add a mist. last one.
Do it. All right. What's going to be the step after this?
Next, we are going to have to beat in the eggs and the dark molasses.
Oh my God! Give me a break with this beating. I'm glad we had this tool.
One egg.
You know how to crack an egg?
Yeah.
Go for it. I'll just leave this thing on. Do it over this. Do it over this. Yeah. Nicely done.
And next, we will need to do the dark molasses.
That's right here. Oh, you're just washing your hands? Have you ever had molasses?
I don't think so. I mean, we guys once had it in like a cookie or something.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I think it's like really dark and sticky and...
But where does it come from? I think it's I thought it was a byproduct in making white sugar. Like when you took sugar cane juice and cooked it down.
I wonder if this is black strap or black strap.
Yeah, well, I hope it's black strap. Why do you think they call it black strap?
I've got no idea.
Maybe because it's normally...
color.
Oh, okay, got
The
it.
molasses color.
Not that they color it by putting a strap in there and like letting it soak.
Yeah.
All right,
That's that.
how much we got to do?
1/4 of a cup.
I'm gonna put this all over. All right.
Yeah, I should probably pour this over it.
Holy moly, that's a lot of molasses.
I know.
All right, let's do this. Stop tipping that bottle.
I'll set this aside.
You're pretty much just trapped here forever holding that thing.
Yeah.
Because if you put it anywhere, it's just gonna like dye the whole house.
I mean,
So it's a great color though. I don't know if anyone can see.
maybe we should show them once we're done doing this.
Yeah, you think? Like anything?
No, just
Okay.
a drop though. I guess we've got a black house now.
Yeah. All right, what's next? I think we're basically there, right?
Oh yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Why don't you put that somewhere safe? I'll throw it in the sink. Just turn it right over though. Turn it over. There you go. Now you can go. Go.
Hold on. I'm just letting this one drop because I'm gonna...
Oh my God.
That's not dropping. Got it.
Okay. This is looking really pretty good. Although I gotta say, unlike chocolate chip cookies or whatever, I don't think I would want to taste it. I don't know. It just doesn't- Get that thing out of here. We don't need to like every drop. That whole jar was like $2 and like we're never gonna use any of this again. All right, what's next?
Fly.
What? Fly?
I think I might.
It just like fell right into the shortening mix. All right, what's next?
Next it says, sift 1/3 of the flour mixture into the shortening mixture. How do I see? Like
Sift 1/3 of that into
1/3.
that. I don't think it really matters
Yeah.
much. Then stir to blend. Okay, that we can do.
Just get this.
You want me
You
to-
hold this.
Yep.
You think like a cup is...
Sure.
This isn't exactly a cup, so we might want to do one more. Not one more cup. This is probably good.
All right, sift it in, right? And then stir to thoroughly blend. Do we need to use something special to stir it? Or can I just use this like shortening knife?
Yeah, probably. We've got 3 of them.
You want to stir?
smoke.
What is?
A bunch of like flour was like floating this way.
Huh.
There wasn't any.
You know that dust is like a big hazard, big fire hazard. So like flour factories. We went to an old flour mill in Minneapolis. Do you remember that?
No.
Yeah, I think they would just like explode periodically because of the dust buildup. So any little combustion thing, the whole thing just lights up. Not good. I don't want to do it like over
Yeah. That's not good at all. Oh, it's kind of in there.
What, the fly?
Yeah.
Oh my god. We are going to cook it, but still.
Nope. Didn't get it. Well,
This thing said it was going to take like, what, 20 minutes to prep or something like that?
yeah.
We're already at like 26. I know there was some fumbling around looking for the
Ingredients?
no, the
Come to
the
think of
mixer,
it.
but still. I really want to play some music, so.
It's not possible.
Alright, we're gonna put this in, and then you're gonna mix it for like 3 minutes while I play a song, okay?
Oh yeah.
'Cause-
Remember to be on weird song.
well, I'll just slide over next to you.
Oh. You can bring a chair or just gonna do it standing up.
Oh, just standing up. Alright, this thing's done. Ugh. This is a song about Florida. Can't a man have a beer? Look out to the blue. At a beachside bar with a new friend like you. But if I have to hear Margaritaville one more time, I'm gonna lose my goddamn Florida loving mind. Sunshine State, Sunshine State, take me back to my Sunshine State. Now the ugly side is all some people see. Drunken families brawling in a Chuck E. Cheese. Past the road rage on its 6-lane local roads, and you'll find the quiet beauty of the coast. Sunshine State, Sunshine State, take me back to my Sunshine State. There's love like Florida water to wash all my troubles away. It's for more than just rednecks, alligators, retirees, and running cocaine. So ignore all the mugshots of Florida man and walk with me up on the soft white sand. See the osprey hunt and mangroves brilliant green, and let's wade on out into the aquamarine. Feel the magic as the sun sets in the Gulf. Oh, come with me now, you'll know the place I love. Sunshine State, Sunshine State, take me back to my Sunshine State. Sunshine State, Sunshine State, take me back to my Sunshine State. Alright, are we done? Done mixing or not quite? Another song or not quite?
I don't think so.
Alright, so I'll do one in 1 second once we start to roll them. Actually, it was a pretty good division of labor.
Hopefully.
Do people normally mix with a butter knife?
I don't think so.
I guess we should probably get.
I mean, at least a spoon.
So
We
here,
have
I'm
some
going to tell you.
special mixing spoon.
My dad knows this. There's a physicist named Richard Feynman, and so he goes to China. This is back like this must be. I'm assuming this must be around 1970, but it could be anytime around there. And do you know about China, old China being kind of a communist country? Why don't you turn that off? You're good. And there was a big dam project, and they showed him the dam that they were building, and they were all proud of it because they said, "We put so many people to work here and we're not using any machinery."
Yeah.
Why don't you pop into the frame? We're not using any machinery. We're doing everything by hand, so that way we can have more people employed. And you know what he responded?
What?
He said, "Then why don't you just give everybody teaspoons instead of shovels?" Why? Why would that make sense?
But they would have to get more people.
Yeah, more people, exactly. So he kind of pointed out the what he thought was the illogic in that. Anyway, so that's kind of, I guess you could say, we're kind of stalled by doing this. All right, so it looks pretty good. And now what? Six.
I mean,
Are we done? Pinch off small amounts of dough and roll into 1-inch diameter balls between your hands. Roll each ball in cinnamon sugar. Do you really want to do that? You can if you want to.
yeah.
All right, so I'll get ready to do another song while you're going to do that one, that part. All right, so what's the deal with cinnamon sugar? It just says cinnamon sugar. What do? Just make a plate and
Here, let's get,
make a little plate.
I think at least get a bowl.
A bowl, but it says roll it in it. Do you really want to roll it in a bowl, or you want to roll it on a plate? I would get a plate, a flat plate. Get the flat plate on the left.
How we're gonna mix it?
It'll be easy. All right. How much sugar?
Get like a third cup of sugar.
Third of a cup? That's way too much. Like 2 tablespoons. Here it says 2 tablespoons cinnamon mixed with 2 teaspoons sugar. I would do 2 teaspoons of each and see how it goes. Okay? One, 2, 3, 4. Are you
2
concerned?
tablespoons?
I know
of
they want to use a
cinnamon
lot of cinnamon.
and 2 teaspoons
I think that's going
of
to be.
sugar.
I think that's going to be gross.
Yeah. Cinnamon and sugar, I sometimes get
That's
on
probably
toast.
good, right? Just that. That's
no,
it.
More sugar.
More sugar and less cinnamon. Or,
A bunch more sugar.
all right, we'll just pour it in.
Because when I sometimes get it on toast,
Like this?
it's made with like probably more sugar. It's made with,
Well, there's enough sugar in there. I think this thing's going to be plenty sweet. Look, if this thing
Well,
gets
yeah,
all
this-
gross,
I mean, we might want to put a bit more sugar.
why not? Why not make these things as sweet as we can? Actually, it doesn't really matter. When cinnamon cooks, does it become less potent smelling and tasting? All right, so here's what you're going to do, and then I'm going to play. Or I can help you with that too if you want. You need to, got this? Pinch off small amounts of dough and roll into 1 diameter balls between your hands. Roll each ball in cinnamon sugar and place 2 inches
Like
apart.
this?
That looks like a centimeter. I would do a little bit bigger. Here's one.
So that's good?
Yeah, although that's you want a ball.
Oh.
So the ball's going to be like a centimeter across.
So that's good?
That looks a little small, but I think it should probably be okay. You could do a little bit more. What size? Like what size would it be? What size would be good for that? I don't know. I'm not sure.
You think this is good?
Yep, that's perfect.
Should I just coat it?
That's what it says. That's what the grandmother says. So we'll see.
grandmother is right or not.
1899 grandmother says to coat it. I wonder if cinnamon, do you think cinnamon was expensive back then? Or by then it was already like... Actually, based on how much cinnamon they said he used, cinnamon must have been dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Capo 5. That looks perfect.
Just
You don't...
put it on a tray?
They say, yep, just 2 centimeters, 2 inches apart. And then basically, don't go crazy with it, with like making each one perfect, because they're going to melt down, and it's also going to take you like days to do it. I mean, I can also hop in and help you in a sec. This is a song that I did, when did I do this song? I don't know. It's, about, guy going to see his ex-girlfriend at a 4th of July barbecue. And, he has a modest request for her. And, he's had a little bit too much to drink. So he has a request. This song's called Sleep Here on Your Floor.
This far apart?
Awesome. If they all melt together, we'll just have like a giant ginger snap patty.
That would actually be pretty good. Pretty fun to have.
Oh, you're so kind to let me join our friends today. Woo, that's out of tune. Let me just... I guess with all this up and down and... Oh, you're so kind to let me join our friends today. Oh, sorry. This is like a whole mess. I'm just like distracted by 5 things at once. Oh, given how we split last Independence Day. Now I've had too much gin and tonic, and the cops on the Taconic aren't known for their forgiveness on the 4th. Everybody's all gone home, but I'm still too drunk to go. So maybe I could sleep here on your floor. Oh, will you see that I've become a stand-up guy? You wouldn't recognize the way you can rely. Now I've been laying off the chronic, and the girls are all platonic. So excuse me for the way I was before. Tomorrow you'd be so surprised if we have coffee like old times. So baby, let me sleep here on your floor. I should have ceased after 1 or 2, but felt uneasy being here with you. Oh, in the morning I'll clean up all of this mess. So when you waken, there's a chance that you forget about all the trouble that I gave, and you'll see the way I've changed and think perhaps of trying it once more. But first, don't get any ideas, you just leave me here in peace. I only want to sleep here on your floor, 'cause I've thought of you all year. It just feels right to be near. So baby, let me sleep here on your floor. Seems like I'm gonna have a whole bunch of songs I can do, or we can, or do you want me to help you a little bit and play a song, or should I just keep on going? Do you feel like you got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess just, you know, don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good, because these things are gonna just melt on down, right? So, not that it's exactly the season for it, but I was just listening to latest like mixes or masters of Holy Bronx Night, which I did I don't know, some time ago, but I want to do it again. So this is just, you know, based on working and being down in the Bronx, and I always felt like everybody did Christmas songs that were, or a lot of the popular Christmas songs are rural, sleighs, and kind of white Christmas kind of sounding stuff. And I wanted to do something that was a little bit more of the people. So this is about 2 kids and single working mom, and how they get through the Christmas. So this is called Holy Bronx Night. It's late Christmas Eve, my brother and me, alone in the apartment again. There's snow on the way, and Mom's working late at Montefiore. There's no tree this year, 'cause things are tight. Just one sorry string of blinking lights. But my brother said we don't need nothing more. On this holy Bronx night, it'll be alright. Take in the beauty all around. 'Cause there's Christmas peace in every town, from Bethlehem to the boogie down. So sleep tight on this holy Bronx night. Hear the tinkling strains, jingling chains on the salt trucks plowing by. Down in the bodega, 3 wise men are playing dominoes. If the street's not clear on Mommy's way, she can hitch a ride on the big guy's sleigh. So she'll be back here at home before you know. On this holy Bronx night, it'll be alright. Take in the beauty all around. 'Cause there's Christmas peace in every town, from Bethlehem to the boogie down. So sleep tight on this holy Bronx night. It's been so many years, but my memory is clear of awakening on Christmas Day. The fire escape bicycles gleamed, too excited to sleep late. We woke her at 8, and she smiled from the couch in her scrubs, like an angel come down from above. And I felt so secure, not a care in the world, 'cause I knew I was safe in her love. On this holy Bronx night, it'll be alright. Take in the beauty all around. 'Cause there's Christmas peace in every town, from Bethlehem to the boogie down. So sleep tight on this holy Bronx night. Sleep tight on this holy Bronx night. All right, the question. Why did I think he'd be making poutine? I was planning on doing that, but it's too, boy, we got a lot to go, man. We got to pick it up. It's too, I think, a little ambitious for a first go, because I don't think we'd actually like make the fries and stuff. And as you can see from how slowly this is going, this 20 minutes prep is like, we're coming up on 45 minutes. I mean,
that's a big one.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. That, what's what?
Starting to make them all cinnamon.
Who what?
I mean,
What do you mean all cinnamon?
are we planning to do like half or what?
Well, we got so many to go. We're okay. So anyway, so seeing how this goes. By the way, you can come a little bit this way. I think you're a little bit out of frame. Seeing how this goes, we can try making poutine next week, which honestly, making poutine might not be so bad. Or maybe this will be such a fiasco that we just go back to music. But I would like to make the poutine at some point, and it's kind of nice having a live stream because then it forces you to do it, you know, on a schedule. It's almost like taking the trips with the boys when they turn 13, that tradition that I do, which I don't know who's on this, so I don't know who's familiar with the tradition. If it's your family, then they all know. Because the nice thing about having it be 13 is it's not, we should take a trip sometime. It's, you've just turned 13, let's take a trip. So you don't miss it for want of just putting things off. It's like putting things in your calendar. All right, we are booking now. We gotta bang these out. There's a lot of dough here.
I know.
We're gonna need like more pans and stuff, or to put them like closer together, and then we can get that.
No, we should probably like move all these up a bit.
Yeah, but what happens if they like flatten out and then like
True.
go off the edge?
I mean,
You know
we
what?
could probably just
You know what works?
make
Check this out. Make them,
yeah.
make them like the stars in the American flag, and that'll give you maybe like the tiniest bit more room. Maybe. I'm gonna guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You give just one more. One more.
All right. Since it only takes 10 minutes to cook, why don't we get this guy in there, and then work on the next thing. And then that way, if anybody wants to see how they come out, they get to see it. Okay?
We don't need to wait till we. Like,
Yeah, till we finish everything. So now, I think this is pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna put this in.
No, I guess.
It's good enough. We'll see how it goes. All right, timer 10 minutes. Put it in.
Song the song. Beep, beep, beep,
All
beep,
right.
beep, beep.
I could do another song while you do that. And all right.
Spraying water
Good thing
all
Aiden
over.
isn't working by the piece. Yeah, no kidding. We were just talking about piecework. Piecework. People doing piecework in their homes, and because I'm looking through some old census data, because I'm going to be doing a presentation of Scarsdale, black lives in Scarsdale from the 1700s till today, and we were talking about, so when you look at those old census records, before a certain point, everyone, whether they're like a laborer or whatever, there's like family of 6, and it's like one guy doing like a physical job, and then the woman, it just says, I can't remember what the word was or the phrase was, but basically that she's just at home. And the idea that you could live anywhere, I know Scarsdale wasn't Scarsdale then, but the idea that you could live anywhere with just 6 people and one wage from physical labor. But of course, she wasn't just like hanging out. She was working all day and possibly also taking in other work, taking in laundry and things like that. I'm going to do that presentation mid-October, and it's going to be amazingly awesome. I've already learned so much, so it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really, actually, oops, I've been working like,
I'm so dirty.
yeah, I've been working like non-stop on it the past little bit. And it's going to be, I think, really epic and really important. So it's kind of put everything else back burnered for now. So I'm just thinking of the old times. Yeah, so if Aiden was taking in piecework, if he was one of those kids back in the old days, or like having to use those nimble little fingers and eyes to do detail work or whatever, I think we'd be starving by now. This is a song about an Irish couple tracing their lives through their lives. So. Remember, darling, how we danced for all our loving days, so young before the miner's lung stole most my breath away. With you, my girl, I won't be whirling in the place I'm bound. So will you give me one last spin before I'm in the ground? You can go to your right. 'Twas to the dance hall where we met. I walked with so much hope. I'd fled the fields and washed my face and brushed hay from my coat. There out upon those wooden boards, no truer love I found. So will you give me one last spin before I'm in the ground? For all these years we've worn the floor inside our modest home. As our boys slept above, we swayed to distant radio. Despite the cool Kilkenny nights, I felt such warmth around. So will you give me one last spin before I'm in the ground? Now when I've heard my last refrain, you lay me out in white. But then you draw the curtains back and let in all the light, and have the six take me outside and carry me once round. Then will you give me my last spin before I'm in the ground? But darling, don't you cry just yet. Please help me to my feet. I love you far too much to let old death cut in on me. I haven't grown too weak, my dear, to twirl you slow around. Oh, so will you give me one last spin before I'm in the ground? So darling, give me one last spin before I'm in the ground. How's it going? Is it going okay?
Yeah.
All right, let me get you. We've got 4 minutes till that batch comes out. So let me book you through this last little bit. Yeah, no kidding. More cinnamon sugar? Should we make more?
Yeah.
All right. Should we just eyeball it Copeland style? Do you want to do just sugar now?
I don't think
No.
so.
Okay, we'll throw a little cinnamon in there too.
Stuff in my hands.
Well, there's no point in wiping it off. There's more to come. Tell me when to stop.
That's good.
Okay. All right. Let's book
Actually,
through this.
maybe a bit more.
A bit more, yeah. So some hopefully. That's too much.
No,
Just right.
I wouldn't say that.
All right, off we go. See me rolling. Yeah, the presentation I'm going to do is really, really interesting. So I can't wait to do it. A lot of the research from like just poring over the census records is all new, and I think a lot of people won't know it. And I think maybe it'll even spur a little bit of action now, which I think is the whole point of studying history. Yeah, that song, I really like it. That song I wrote furiously, basically in one afternoon up at Richard Thompson's music camp. Yeah, I also really like it. And so I recorded it, so that's going to be coming out next year for sure. It's all done, and am I making these just progressively bigger?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm like not patient, so I want to just like, they're pretty soon going to be like orange side.
Just
side.
like taking up one whole tray.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with that song, what's, I think, what I like about it, a couple of things, and not to whatever, you know, the description of it, vivid, you know, I worked hard on vivid imagery. And it also, it's one of those songs, not that this was deliberate, like Cats in the Cradle, or, there's a million others, that encompass a lot of time. So in like a 3 or 3.5 minute song, this is spanning 50 years. Basically, every verse, the first verse is looking back, and then the 3 verses in the middle, there's like probably 15 years passing between each one. So there's that kind of compression of time, which I think is very, very moving. But you get a very good sense.
1 minute.
Sweet. You get a very good sense of who this person is. You know, under kind of like show don't tell. Man, can we just like cram a few more in here so that we don't have to go to another pan? Okay.
It would be such a bummer to have to like.
I have a hunch these might get connected, and if they get connected, we'll just pull out the pizza cutter and do it.
I mean, rolling these is so much easier.
Yeah, well, that's why it says roll it in it,
Yeah.
as opposed to slowly and deliberately sprinkle cinnamon sugar over the top. All right, take the rest of it. What are you gonna do with that extra cinnamon sugar? You gonna save it? Eat it? There's some over there too. All right, it says 9 seconds. 9 seconds.
5 seconds.
Do I trust these homemade ones, Aiden?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, maybe not those.
I don't know.
At least maybe the ones that look better.
I don't know. I'm gonna use the real deal ones. The last thing I want is to get like burned on my forearms. So we'll give this a shot. Pull them out. Is that if it's done, we can swap it.
No, I've got.
Holy cow! These actually look like pretty good.
Oh wow!
So this is how these look.
You can see the
I'd say
big ones and the small ones.
I'd say yeah, that's true. The small ones are darker. Why would that be? Oh, maybe they get heated through. So what do you do now? Okay, bake until the tops are rounded, yet check and slightly cracked.
Yep, check.
Check. Okay, so we'll put this here. I'll put that guy in. We'll do another 10 minutes.
Hold on, almost done.
Okay, let me grab another song maybe, and
You can probably do like 3 songs.
yeah, if we need to wait for that. Well, maybe we'll just wait. I think here's the plan. I'll do 2 songs. We'll wait for that to cool. We'll eat them and see how they are. And I'll start this one.
I mean, maybe eat one.
What's that?
Maybe just eat one.
You don't like that I said eat them? Okay, it's going. Train's leaving the station.
I'm gonna clean off my hands.
All right. I'll do one that's going to be coming out, I think in November. Actually, I guess just in time for the election. But that wasn't on purpose. I probably actually should have planned it a little better. Whatever. Anyway, I wrote this song when there were all the crackdowns last year on not illegal immigration, but on humanitarian immigration, which I thought was something that most people could agree on, but evidently not. So, so this is, describing, I may have said before, I can't tell who's on, so, yeah, I'm glad you like the potholders. I don't know how useful they are for, you gonna grab that cinnamon sugar and go to town on it?
No.
On somebody who was working in the convention hall where somebody had just made an inflammatory speech. So this is called Red, White, and Blue. The convention hall is quiet. The candidates flown far. The righteous crowd home in bed. lobbyist, the hotel bar. The night crew comes from the shadows. One sweeps her broad broom and cleans up confetti of red, white, and blue. She's troubled by tonight's tirade, and her mind reels back years to the fiery words on the radio. The village gathered to hear. Oh, she's so tired of remembering, so puts on to cheer her mood a discarded straw hat of red, white, and blue. But she still sees machetes gleaming in the night, feels her bare feet running and her heart pounding from fright. But from the airplane window, what of you, of this open-armed land of red, white, and blue? Tonight she feels forsaken, denounced for where she's from, just a prop for politicians, disposed when the day's done. But she's grateful for America, and if her family could come too, she'd wait at the airport in red, white, and blue. Yeah, I'll wait at the airport in red, white, and blue. All right, since Aiden's trying the cookies, starting to clean up, it's been about an hour. I think we'll try the cookies and peace out. So, here, now I'll use these. Bring this over. All right. Whoa! After all that. Big one or a small one? Or one of each. Here, want to split a big one and a small one? Ooh, chewy the way you liked it. Okay, cheers. Actually, really good. I would say for the next time, I could skip the sugar on the outside. Want to try a small one?
I mean, it helps the look.
Helps the look. It's true. I care about more how it tastes, though. Cheers. I don't really notice any difference.
This one's a little bit less chewy. But really, just the inside's chewy on this one.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that about wraps up. It's 9 o'clock. We've got a bunch of cleaning up to do. No point in live streaming a cleanup. Next batch is coming out in 4 minutes, but all right. Well, thanks for stopping by, and have a good night, everybody. Maybe see you another time. All right. Bye-bye.